Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Arcane Mage spec, Arcane Raid spec for mages. I'll show you the rotation, the glyphs I'm using. I'll link the talents in the sidebar. It's 11 in Frost, just to get your Icy Veins. You got Fire, you got 3 in there, and there's a few optional parts on the top 3, but this is what I'm running. I'll just link what I'm running. So yes, just running up to the target now. One thing about the Arcane spec is when you're just by yourself doing damage to a target, your mana you'll be rinsing your mana a lot more just by yourself. When you're in a raid, you'll find that you'll lose a lot less mana. And you want to have always, before a boss or anything, have your 3 mana sapphires up. You'll have a 2-minute evocate, and they're both 2-minute cooldowns, so you want to use either 1 or every minute if you need mana. Don't use that and then that straight after. Just try and keep a pace of every minute. Use either. Usually at the beginning of a boss fight, I'll hit that first, hit the mana sapphire a little bit in, when maybe I'm down to like 70% mana or something. Give me a nice boost, and then after a minute, I'll pop my evocate. And yeah, well, let's jump into it. I'll show you the glyphs first. I've got Molten Armor, Arcane Blast. This is optional. You can have either Arcane Power, Arcane Missiles, Mana Gem. Your choice really. I've gone for Arcane Missile, seeing as that's one of the biggest damage dealers you'll do. If you're not doing AoE with Blizzard, you'll probably be doing Arcane Blast and Arcane Missiles as main damage. Minors, I have Arcane Intellect, Slowfall. You don't need Arcane Intellect really. You can run other stuff. Arcane Intellect, the other 2 are kind of optional for minor glyphs. My stats, I have 2,100 spell power by myself, my own buffs. Hit rating, you're going to need at least 290 hit rating to do a good job, so try and get your hit rating up. I had plus 19 spell power on all my slots, but I dropped them for plus 9 and plus 8 hit because I needed to get my hit up to run this spec. Crit, I have 28% crit, nearly 29% crit. Mana regen is 287. It's not really too important. It's kind of, but at the moment I've kind of got good spell power, I've got good hit, I've got good crit. My next stat I need to get is haste. If you're lacking on DPS, you're going to need a little bit more haste. I've only got 151 at the moment, so I need to get that up. I've reset my recount, so I'll show you the rotation. This is the hero training dummy. Your rotation is 3 Arcane Blasts. There we go. And the rotation is 3 Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles if you get this, which is Arcane Barrage, and it's a buff. And it does this, it makes it a lot quicker, a lot more damage. Like that. So you do that. If you don't get the buff after 3, use a Arcane Blast. And it will basically reset your Arcane Blast. Because Arcane Blast you get, you get this. Arcane spell damage increased by 30%, it goes 15%, 30%. And I think it jumps up more. 45%, but increase the cost of your spells by 600%, and you can't keep hitting your Arcane Blast at 600% mana, so you need to either do the Arcane Missiles if you get the buff. If you don't get the buff, do Arcane Barrage. So that's 3 Arcane Blast, Arcane Missiles if you get the buff. If you don't get the buff, Arcane Barrage, and go back to Blast. So as you can see, I've used a lot of mana just doing that, but in 25-man raids, 10-man raids, you're not going to really notice. It's going to be a lot easier to manage than just hitting a dummy by yourself. I use my palm I do 2 Arcane Blast. If I want to use my palm for the 3rd one, I'll do that. I'll do an instant one, and I'll just pop that. In dungeons and heroics and raids, especially in raids, I'm doing with 25-man raids. I'm doing 4 or 5k DPS. If there's mobs and trash, I'm AoEing. I'm doing over 6k. But most of the time you'll be doing 3 or 4k in, especially like by myself here. I can do 2,500 spell damage. DPS to this heroic dummy. But yeah, you're going to be getting 4, anywhere between 3-5k DPS on a boss, maybe 6k if you've got more haste than me and you've got the right spell power and hit and crit. And it's a lot more technical than Frost Firebolt, and the DPS is a lot higher. So I'm just going to go and nuke this boss. I have a macro here. It's on my F bar. It does Icy Veins and cast Trinket 14, which is increase spell power by 440 for 20 seconds. As you can see, I'm using PvP trinkets just because 111 spell power. And last night we were doing the Uriah woman boss with the 4 cats, and the fear she put on you, that helped a lot to remove the fear, and I'm getting shitloads of spell power. This one I'm getting more spell power, 440 when I use it, which is quite nice. So I'm just going to pop Arcane Power, and I'm going to hit nuke, which is my macro, and I'm just going to go at this target for a sec. Okay, so that's the Mage Arcane Raid spec. Hope to help you guys, and I'll probably have another video up soon. Post your comments, subscribe. Thank you.